The question of ROI comes up a lot when it comes to business owners who are looking to use YouTube to get more clients, get more customers, get more people to buy their products. I wanted to take some time and really answer that question with some really good thought to give you some more insight around how you should be measuring your ROI when it comes to your YouTube marketing strategy. Let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Jamar Diggs. I am a YouTube strategist and I help businesses and brands leverage YouTube to create a more low-lift marketing strategy so that they can start attracting, retaining, and turning their clients into loyal advocates. In this video, we're going to talk about that ROI and what are some of the key things that you should be measuring to help decide if your YouTube content marketing strategy is actually working for you. Whenever I work with my clients, I really try my best to make sure that they understand that marketing does not happen in a silo. YouTube is not working by itself all the time. There's so many other variables that play a role. And so there's so many other touch points that have to happen in order for someone to become a client. There's other things that really help propel your mission forward, propel your other business goals and objectives without it being like really tracked by this happened, so this happened. I really want to break down some of those tangible ROI measurements, but then also some ways for you to really gauge on other ways that your YouTube strategy is actually working inside your business. The first way of measuring your ROI when it comes to YouTube is to make sure that you're tracking your links, right? So are you tracking how many people are clicking on your links and which piece of content they're coming from? This is not a new thing, but it's a frequently looked over thing. We like to use UTM parameters. UTM parameters is a little string of text that you are going to add at the end of your links that you add to any social media channel, really, but any type of link to tell you where that person clicked that link at, also what campaign it was a part of or what ad it came from, so you can really drill down where the actual location this traffic came on, and you'll be able to see it inside of Google Analytics. I really like using this really simple tool called Google Campaign Builder. Very, very simple. I'll link it in the description down below, but literally you just plug and play. I'll kind of show you like a little screen share while I am talking to you about it right now. So what you'll see right here is everything that you need to just make a UTM parameter. Right here, all I do is just plug in the link that I want to be tracked, and then I use campaign source and I choose YouTube for that. And then I do campaign medium, social, and then inside of campaign name, I like it to just be like a little snippet of what the video is, because we do so many videos, so I would love to know how much traffic is coming through each video. I mean, now you don't have to do that. You don't have to drill down as much as I do. You could literally just stop it right there. Like, you don't even have to do, well, you do have to do campaign name, but you could do like YouTube video or something, right? I like to know like which video. I'm playing around with like how meta do I really want to get with these. Sometimes I will also use this campaign content section to show where in the video I place this link. Did I put it as a pinned comment, or is it going to be in the video description? And so I would have two different links. And so I would love to like know, like, okay, are people clicking in the video description or are they coming from the pinned comment? You can know like what is happening on your video. You get this long stream. You see how it has like jamardiggs.com/blueprint, and then UTM source is YouTube, medium is social, all these things that I just typed in. It kind of makes inside this little stream for you to copy. And then you can also shorten it very easily by connecting your Bitly account. You're good to go. And then I would take that shortened link and I will put it inside of my YouTube video description or wherever I wanted to put it. So I use these UTM parameters in my about section, bio section, where I have a call to action to there, and I also use them inside of my video description and my pinned comment. This is a very easy way for you to know where your traffic is coming from, specifically from some of the efforts that you are doing up on YouTube. I wanted to also add that the reason why that UTM parameters can be so helpful is because when you use it in more than just YouTube, you're able to see where your traffic is coming from and what other things are contributing to getting people to your website. If it comes from a ad, like you'll be able to track organic traffic, you'll be able to also track paid traffic, you can also track, drill down to certain campaigns that you're doing, right? So if you're doing like a weekly, maybe like an 8-day campaign, you may want to link track all of the type of posts that are associated to that kind of campaign and also where those links have come from. It's just a really good way to just kind of just see more information in your Google Analytics that pertain to certain efforts that you're doing. The next tangible way of really measuring your ROI for YouTube is tracking your goal conversions inside GA4 or Google Analytics. Now, this is going to be able to help you drill down even more. So before we talked about UTM parameters to know like kind of like which content is driving the traffic for you, now you're going to be able to drill down to see, okay, now what are they doing? Are they converting into anything? And so you're going to be able to set things as a kind of conversion inside of Google Analytics. And then you're able to just pull a report to say, oh, okay, cool. This many people opted in to my landing page. This many people opted into my lead magnet. You can just create what Google calls events inside of Google Analytics. And then you can mark certain other events as a conversion, meaning that like something like important happened. This means that you got them to like the end of the road. I like to use these for my clients when we're tracking how many people are opting into their email list from YouTube specifically. The great thing is that you're able to not only, again, not just see what's coming over from YouTube with these goal conversions, but you're also able to see all your other platforms. So how many are coming from search, from your blog, from your Instagram, from your TikTok, from your LinkedIn, and also YouTube. And you're able to really see a bigger picture, not only how much traffic is coming from those platforms, but with this goal conversion tracking, you're going to be able to see how many people are doing the things I want them to actually do. And where did they come from originally? If you want me to do a video on goal conversion tracking inside of Google Analytics and you want to know like how to actually do it, it's a pretty simple solution, and I had to like learn how to do it because I wanted a more tangible way to show my clients like the traffic that is coming over from YouTube and what it's actually doing. A lot of people don't really have that knowledge. The third way of measuring this ROI to figure out if your YouTube content strategy is actually working would be to make sure that you're looking at your attributions, right? So it's like, how are you attributing the traffic, or how are you attributing these leads? Like, are you tracking that? A lot of clients were not able to see where their leads were coming from. They could see the email subscribers. We were able to see how many people came from YouTube, how many people came from Instagram and all the other stuff, but we weren't able to actually drill down to say this person specifically came from YouTube, like this person. It stopped at like, we don't really know who that person is. One of the ways that I would recommend doing this is by using some type of attribution tool. This is the thing that I think is really worth it if you're really trying to drill down on like, is this really working for me? Does this really make sense for me to continue? What am I doing here? Using this attribution type of feature, and that comes in some CRMs already, is going to help you. I believe ActiveCampaign and HubSpot already have this type of feature that's already in their packages, to where if a lead signs up to your inquiry form, it tells you like where they came from, and then it like appends it into their profile, so you will always know like where they came from, and you're able to see how long it takes them to complete a sale or do anything inside this customer journey. If you don't have ActiveCampaign and you do not have HubSpot, there are a few ways that you can still do this. And I have been looking around, and I've been having my eye on a certain tool that is small business friendly. And this tool is called Attribution.io, and it does exactly what I just mentioned before. It will help you track to know where these people are coming from, and you'll be able to keep it in like their profile on your CRM or your email marketing platform. Attributor is a small piece of code that you place on your company's website. When a visitor lands on your site, Attributor looks at a bunch of technical information about how that visitor got there and uses it to determine where the visitor originated from. Attributor then categorizes the visit into a standardized set of marketing channels. These would be like organic search, paid search, and so on. It saves that data to a cookie in the user's browser. So when a visitor submits a form on your website, Attributor passes that attribution information into hidden fields in your forms, and data flows into whatever backend tools you have connected to your forms, like your CRM or email marketing tool, or even like billing platform as well. And then you can use that data to run certain reports if you want to. All you have to do is have basically like a form that allows you to hide fields, and then Attributor will add that information into like those fields whenever someone completes it. You would be able to see that information in your forms of where people are coming from, where you could probably like use like a fill out form or a paper form or something like that, or even jot form as like a way for you to know like where your leads are coming from. If this is really important to you and you really want to know, then you could honestly just create different landing pages per social media platform. And then when someone opts into that landing page, you make sure that you tag them or create a custom field that relates to that platform, to like YouTube or Instagram or whatever, so that you know that this person originated from a YouTube specific landing page or a Instagram specific landing page or a paid ads specific landing page. And then when they apply to work with you or whatever, you can match that information. Is this person already in my CRM? They are. Oh my gosh, it looks like they first touched base with us through a lead magnet that we made 2 months ago. So it took us about 2 months for them to buy from us. And when you look at it that way, it makes it a little bit more easier for you to really track that time from when someone becomes this email subscriber to a lead to an actual paying customer. So I talked about Attributor.io, and that looks like it can be a really solid solution. It has a monthly recurring fee and it only does attribution, right? I did some more digging and I wanted to give you another option that could possibly help you, because I personally use Thrivecart as a checkout platform, and so they have another tool called ConvertBox. And so ConvertBox is like this amazing way to create personalized like opt-in boxes and write message segmentation and things like that. So I'm not going to get into too much of how ConvertKit can work with you. Like, I'm still exploring like what it can do. This is a great alternative to a recurring expense, to where you could just pay one time, and it does a lot of other things. Like, I'm actually looking into getting ConvertBox for myself because I've heard so many great things about it. Definitely take a look at ConvertBox. It has like a one-time like fee where I think it's like $4.95 or something like that, and you pay for lifetime access, versus Attributor.io where you are paying like probably like as low as like $50 a month, right? What you can do is just look through all of the stuff that it can do, but really I want to highlight the collecting lead data with form fields and deep integration section. ConvertBox has like pop-ups, and you can also embed these types of forms like up onto your website. There's a little resource here that I'll link down below. Adding UTM parameters to your actual content is going to be very helpful for you to figure out where people came from. And so we talked about how to see that kind of stuff inside Google Analytics, but now using a tool like ConvertBox or Attributor.io, you're going to be able to actually take that data and pass it through to your CRM or your autoresponder, like your email marketing platform. ConvertBox does that very well too. And so I want to show you just a quick example, like a little walkthrough of their support article of how it works. And so you basically, just like with Attributor, you would create a hidden text field on your form inside ConvertBox. And of course, you're going to have these hidden fields here. You will check this little box here that says pre-fill the field from the custom URL parameter, which is what those UTM tracking codes are. It will literally attach itself, and then you would just integrate your email marketing platform to ConvertBox. It will essentially send those parameters over to the actual CRM or email marketing platform. Make sure that those custom fields are inside of ConvertKit so that when it passes through, it has somewhere to go. I'll be able to track like where people coming from. And so that's going to be like such a really cool way for you to measure the ROI, and you only made a one-time payment. And plus you get all these other amazing segmentation and personalization type of features that ConvertBox has to offer. So it really just depends on which option you want to do. Do you want to do it the very low cost way where you're like making a landing page for each and every one of your lead magnets for every social media channel? Or would you like to use Attributor.io and just pay each month, or use something like ConvertBox that has a really great feature where you can do the same thing and you also get these other features? Or are you just happy with seeing certain things inside of Google Analytics? Really, the idea whenever I am talking to clients is that they really wanted to know like where this specific person came from, right? Because sometimes, you know, when you're talking to people up on a sales call or something, they may just talk about the first time, like the most recent thing that made them want to work with you, which is still important. But also, what was the first thing to get them into your ecosystem? This is something that can be tracked inside of these tools here. And so it's really good to have that kind of data. Now I want to get into some of these intangible ROIs. We also want to honor that sometimes data does not show you everything. Sometimes you have to depend on your clients' interactions and also some of the internal things that happen inside your business, and really pairing this with what your goals are in your business. And so the first intangible ROI that can really happen when you are using YouTube in your marketing strategy is that your sales conversations become a little bit more easier. Can't really track that. Maybe someone has binged your entire channel before they have decided to work with you. Or maybe you sent them a series of resources to help them better prepare for a sales call, or maybe you sent them certain resources throughout this whole sales process. And so maybe you have been leveraging your YouTube videos in that way. Does that mean that this person came from YouTube if you just sent them in the email? No, but YouTube contributed. You presented information to them that was easier for them to understand through a YouTube video, and it's working overtime for YouTube because it is not only attracting people outside of the funnel, but it's also helping people who may not have seen that video inside your funnel. The second way is that maybe it's helping you retain your current customers or clients. We all know that when you start like working with clients, you're probably going to be asked so many questions, and in an effort for you to not answer the same thing over and over or create something new, we love using like a little templated thing. This is something that other tech companies do all the time. They create some type of knowledge-based support center, right? Maybe your YouTube videos are serving as that helpful piece of resource that helps people answer really quick questions so that you don't have to answer them yourself, or your customer service team doesn't have to answer it all the time. Maybe your YouTube channel is helping you create more loyal customers. Maybe your channel is able to turn them into more loyal advocates who are willing to speak your praises to anyone who is willing to hear them out. If you're following my strategy, you're creating content that is highlighting your community, that is highlighting your customers, your clients, telling their stories, showing their impact, and creating videos that focus on that mission so that you can connect with your customers, right? And when you connect with them, they are going to be feeling more inspired to share that content with other people, whether they're in it or maybe you're finding other connection points with them in this storytelling way so that it is easy for them to want to share it and advocate for you. That's something that you can't really track. There's so many like things are happening behind the scenes that you can't really control, but it's helping you. And then finally, is it helping you making your content creation process a lot more easier? If your goal is to have a bigger impact and to attract more people without you having to work harder in doing it, using YouTube as like your core platform to make marketing a lot more easier to recreate content on other platforms, this is another intangible ROI for you, because maybe you're able to turn your YouTube video that you made now into a blog post, and then that blog post can become a part of an email newsletter, and then the email newsletter becomes an Instagram post, and maybe you're also breaking up that Instagram post or newsletter into other threads or tweets. You didn't have to spend more energy coming up with something new. You already created it originally. When you're thinking about measuring your ROI, think about some of the tangibles, yes, but also what are some of those other things that help you do what you love easier? What is this channel helping you push your mission forward? Is it helping you in other ways that are not directly able to be tracked as well? Now, you will get some nice tangible data, but also keep in mind that it's also working for you in other ways as well. That's why YouTube is so freaking powerful. When you are looking at the tangible ROI measurements and the intangible ROI measurements, you're able to see where you can make these type of enhancements to the strategy. Instead of just relying strictly on the YouTube Studio analytics, let's see what they're doing when they leave the YouTube channel and go onto your website. What videos are inspiring them to take more action, to do the thing that you want them to do? Do you have that data? If you like this video, please give it a like and tell me how much you liked it up on Instagram. Follow me up on Instagram, okay? It's party over there. Screenshot this and let me know that you watched it. If you want to learn more about how to leverage YouTube for your business, I have a lot of resources of how to do that inside the video description. Take a peek at some of those, and I really hope that they help you. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.